Pastor Doug Pagitt, who also leads as the executive director of Vote Common Good, joins me now this morning. Pastor, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much for having me and for caring about this issue.
Absolutely. I know you live, correct me if I'm wrong, but you live just outside of Minneapolis, but you've been on the ground there, for the entirety of this unrest. It seems as though we're starting to see tensions at the top start to thaw a bit with phone calls between leaders. Tom Homan coming to Minneapolis today. He's going to sit down with Mayor Frey. How hopeful are you that change could be on the horizon here?
I'll tell you what, every one of us that's been out on the street, all of us who live in the Minneapolis area and the residents of Minneapolis, have been hoping for a long time that ICE would stop its aggressive actions against the people of our city. So any progress is good progress. But on the other hand, the fact that we have to trust that Donald Trump, who put these policies in place, is now going to be the one who is personally in charge of what ICE agents are doing, does not breed a lot of confidence for so many of us. Because he is the same person who demonized the victims of this ICE abuse.
Do you also feel like there's been some blame on state or local officials for their rhetoric as well? Does everybody share in some responsibility for not cooling tensions sooner?
The tensions are created because ICE agents walk down our street, break people's car windows, abduct them, throw them on the ground, and are shooting them. There's a lot of ways you can characterize what has happened, and to blame any of our public officials for the words they have used and to not lay the blame on federal agents who are aggressively grabbing our citizens. Now, I am a pastor, and I had to stand on Sunday outside of a church with a group of other pastors to try to create a web of protection for people going to their church, because ICE has sat outside that church and dozens of others and targeted churchgoers. They are not rounding up the worst of the worst. I don't know how you would, if it was me or you, Markie, who was going to try to find the worst of the worst, but I don't think we would make an announcement that we're coming and then sit outside of churches and round people up or break car windows of American citizens. My own son, who is of Mexican heritage but born in Minneapolis, had to come to our house to pick up his passport and his birth certificate because he drives for Amazon, because he was told he has to prove that he's an American citizen for his own safety. So this is not about the words that any particular politician said in a press conference. This is about the policies of this administration and the way rogue masked ICE agents
What are you hoping
acting.
for from today? You know, when Homan sits down with Mayor Frey, what do you want to see come of that? What do your fellow neighbors want to see come of that? At the end of the day, what will be a win for you there on the ground?
Yeah, we want the people of Minneapolis to be safe. We want the immigrants who live in our community to know that they have due process. We want there to be legal pathways for citizenship and participation in our country. If that's something that Homan and Mayor Frey can solve, that would be great. But frankly, this has to be solved at a much higher level. And what we need right now is for the people of Minnesota to know they can walk out of their houses, get in their cars, and not have federal agents point guns at them, take their phones, and throw them on the ground. Now, sometimes I feel like I'm talking like a crazy person, but these are all the things that we have seen. I have stood on those streets. We have looked at the blood on the ground, and this administration has said that it will handle the investigation and that there's some kind of immunity for masked ICE agents. Look, I have a lot of friends who support this administration, but no one supports this activity.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.